So, welcome to the Surf School. Another review coming up. We just received the new masts from F1, both the high modulus mast and the pre-preg. We tried them for like a week, pretty much. And here's our first impression. I'm with Lars, wing foiler, kite foiler, surf addict, and really good at fitting out new gear and how they perform. So Lars, we got two different masts.
Yeah, let's start with the pre-preg. 16mm profile, new carbon mast from F1. Super stiff. Really nice for our little bit slower wind waves we have here in Scandinavia. Really nice for pump foiling. Just really good carbon mast.
Yeah. If you're looking at to get in and purchase and buy a carbon mast, this option is a really good mast for a good price point. And if you're a little bit heavier, or if you want to get into downwinding or like something like that, have that little bit thicker mast, it's going to help you a lot as well. But it's still a high quality mast, but for a good price point. It comes in 80 and 85 centimeters. 80 is a new length for example, surf foiling, and it's very interesting as well, both for downwinding. So the other mast, Lars, that we have is the
this one, the high modulus carbon mast, 14mm profile, so a little bit thinner than the pre-preg. It makes this one faster through the water, accelerates faster. It's not quite as stiff. It's still a super stiff mast, but not as stiff as the 16mm. I've kite foiled it a bit and wing foiled it a bit. And the first thing I really noticed when switching from my old carbon mast to this is the acceleration this one gives you. As soon as the board lets go of the water, you can just feel everything just shooting out and just speed.
I was on the 80 centimeter high modulus mast for the last week, and I was on the Skate 950, and the foil felt so much faster and more direct. And a super nice feeling, because it's like you can have a super stiff mast, but you also want to have like a forgiveness and acceleration in the mast. So it was super nice, like generating pump when you ride the wave, and the turns on the wave, like you could get the foil back in underneath your body and then go straight away again. So the acceleration from top to bottom of the wave was amazing. So it blew my mind how good this is. And the 80 centimeter mast was very interesting as well. I've been on 85 now for a few years, so that length is really interesting as well. And if you want a prone or if you want a downwind foil, then also the 80 is also a very interesting length. Like everything with the carbon is complicated, but I feel like how you put the layers of the carbon to get different kind of feelings. Where do you put the high modulus carbon, where do you put the normal carbon, because you don't want it to be too stiff, you want it to be stiff but still very reactive. So I think this one is pretty much nailed pretty good. Which length do we have this one in? It comes in
80, 85. It will be available in 95 and 105.
105, exactly. We get the 95 next week. If you follow Mr. Bennett, the guru of surf foiling, proning, he's been on this mast for the last year. And if you write any of the comments below, he's like, this is the mast you're gonna have. So I think if you're looking for a masterpiece, the high modulus mast, next level. That's pretty much it. It's bloody amazing, Lars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic thing.
So they're hard to get hold of. Super hard to get hold of. We at the moment have two 80 centimeters, and I have a queue of people waiting for 85. So if you want one, get to your dealer, put in an order, wait for it because it's gonna be worth it, and get on it. Anything else that we have to say about that? 85, really good mix to do kiting, winging.
Wave kiting,
yeah.
I think the 85 is perfect.
I probably use 80 in 90% of the conditions I'm riding, and then like if it's bigger swells, a lot of water moving around, stuff like that, I'm gonna be on 85. But any kind of normal conditions I'm in, I'll be on the 80. to be able to like push the foil and breach the foil and then manage to get your body in over the board again instead of losing control, like a much more direct feeling with the foil. I think the 80 is the way to go. That's pretty much it.